ChevyDriveChicago.com. Okay, Josh, you were there at the Bears' first open OTA. You got a glimpse of Caleb Williams, who apparently did throw an incompletion for the record. The offense did struggle based on accounts. The red zone offense did fizzle, apparently. Why is everybody so concerned? When you look at the calendar, I don't see the Titans coming up Sunday. It still is May.
Because it's May. What else are we going to talk about, right? We've spent 3-4 months.
You know what? That is fair. They're admitting to, hey, we have absolutely nothing better to do, nothing better to talk about, to fucking talk about a couple of bad passes this quarterback done thrown. So I'm glad they fucking got that out the way quick, fast, and hurry.
It's talking about Caleb Williams and everything that he can and probably will bring to this franchise. And it's his first practice in shorts against an NFL defense, and he looked exactly like a rookie should look. He looked like he struggled with the speed of the game, with the tight windows. He's still learning the playbook. He's still getting used to all of his new receivers. No Keenan Allen, no Rumadunze. 2/5 of the offensive line were not there. Everything was as expected. You don't expect Caleb Williams to parachute in and go 19 for 20 on day one.
Do you think it's a product of just the expectations being enormous and maybe outsized?
No.
And the fact that, you know what, we forget sometimes in that rush to anoint him that he is going to have
like
days.
These people got to remember, these are fucking 21, 22, 23-year-old kids, brains still developing. I mean, they've shown us, I forgot who it was, might have been JT O'Sullivan, showing us what these fucking NFL playbooks look like. You know, it's the first day, shorts, throwing the ball, getting to know his teammates, getting to know his players, getting the chemistry together. So this shit is fucking silly. But, you know, again, media just needs something to talk about.
Like he did on Thursday.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with that. It has to do with being in the Chicago bubble for 3 months. There was a big argument about what should they do, right? Should they keep Justin Fields? Should they draft Caleb Williams? They draft him, and all the talk is, well, he could be potentially generational. Maybe he's the next Andrew Luck. He's kind of Aaron Rodgers, and you expect that to just materialize automatically. And the truth is, if he is a Super Bowl winning quarterback, it's going to take a lot of time.
And the Bears defensive veterans probably relish the fact of facing the kid who they had heard so much about. Kevin Byard talked about that reality and just what maybe Caleb Williams could take away from the experience.
In general, my style is about leaving in the crumbs and the messes, but sometimes there's little things that...
Mind you, this is my first time watching this video. I haven't watched it, haven't done a review, haven't pretty much done anything. So this is our first time going through this shit together. But truth be told, it's a giant stretch simply because there's nothing to talk about as of yet. You know, no injuries, no big plays. You know, football season is just now getting started. The summer's just now here. So, you know, obviously I don't really see it being a big deal. It's just that there's just nothing for these people to talk about at the moment.
You guys as a defense, how do you view your responsibility of preparing Caleb for the regular season?
Making it as hard on him as possible. You know, going out there, showing some swag, talking trash, doing all that stuff, because at the end of the day, he's gonna have to lead us there. And I mean, that's kind of how it's gonna be. And I said something to him at the end of the practice, like, hey, keep it going. We're gonna keep making you better. And, you know, not necessarily saying that you just had a terrible day, but it's like days like this are gonna make you better. So, you know, that's our job. And like I said, I mean, honestly, just the first 3 days, obviously we had 3 practices. He's done a lot of positive things. You know, he's made some really great throws and just coming in with that swag as, you know, obviously as a rookie quarterback, but he doesn't seem flustered by anything. So that's exciting to see.
I believe everything he said. We'll get back to Caleb Williams. But, Josh, Kevin Byard's been here 5 minutes. It strikes me as very impressive that he's able to be the spokesman for the defense and talk with as much conviction as he spoke.
Yeah.
Kevin Byard is a fucking Pro Bowl fucking safety. At one point in time, he was one of the better safeties in the league. So don't discount his experience because he's new to a team.
What he said was, I'm a veteran's veteran, right? I can come in and know my role automatically and feel it out, and he's not lost, right? He's already talking about how he's going to pair with Jaquan Brisker, how they're going to mix things up than they did last year, right, and being multiple instead of one back, one in the box. He's already kind of taken a leadership role in this defense, which I think a young unit really does need with Eddie Jackson gone.
Flusy talked about Javon Dexter as being a guy that impressed him with his body type and the way that he changed his body in the offseason, however short it was. Isn't he the key guy? Isn't he the most unknown aspect of this defense? Javon Dexter, how he manages that three technique position.
All right, that's it. I'm not watching no more. But overall, I think these people are giving these players a little too much credit, a little too much hype. I mean, eventually he'll pan out. Eventually he'll, do what the fuck he got to do. Eventually it'll all come full circle. But it's fucking May. The draft was last month. These kids are just now signing their fucking deals. So with that being said, it should be. With that being said, I'm not taking none of these off-season stories serious. Just like I don't take another draft story serious. There's always a feel-good story in a draft. There's always a feel-good story in the off-season. There's always a story. That's it. People look good on paper and they create this story and they make people believe that these stories is real fucking life. And right now, this Caleb thing, I mean, meh. But eventually, of course he's going to have his struggles. He's not going to be perfect. He's not going to be the fucking best quarterback in the league. No, absolutely not. But eventually, he'll get there. 1,000%. Great quarterback. And how they set up that Bears offense, nasty. Bears offense is nasty. Brought in two great pass catchers. Cole Kmet is solid. DeAndre Swift is very serviceable. I don't know why running backs aren't getting paid. Like, that's some nonsense. But very, very, very serviceable. He can do a lot. And then, you still got, I think, wasn't it Khalil Herbert back there? So it's not like they didn't have ballers prior to this move, right? They had, who was that? I think Matt Nagy. I don't think he ever had a history of being a successful head coach, right? I think Matt Nagy was a coach with the Chiefs. Having Andy Reid and, Patrick Mahomes there is a huge, huge fucking crutch. Let me see. I'll double check. I hate being wrong because mofos will fact check you. Matt Nagy. Okay, so he was a coach for the Chiefs. So yeah, that goes to show how much a player can make a coach. Just like how we're going to see with the Steelers. Because I think Derrick Henry made Arthur Smith relevant, and Delaney Walker made Arthur Smith relevant. And I say that in a sense because he was a tight end coach, and you have this tight end 3 years straight, Pro Bowls. Okay, he's doing well with that position. Let's promote him to the fucking offensive coordinator. You have Derrick Henry going nuts. Just going nuts. Going absolutely nuts. You saw what he did with the Falcons. Didn't pan out well. They tried the fucking tight end running back. Ideally the Falcons should have done better than what they did. And now Arthur Smith is with the Steelers. So I'm curious to see either Najee Harris is going to ball the fuck out. Amazing fucking year. Or is this going to be a repeat of the Falcons? But, guess we'll find out when the season comes. But, that's it for me. Clocking out. Thank you for spending time. You guys have a good one.